On Saturday, the Gonzaga Bulldogs opened up conference play with an outstanding defensive effort, and Matt Bolden capped off his impressive play by earning West Coast Conference Player of the Week. Tonight, the Zags look to contain Mr. Double-Double himself, Big John Bryant, and the Santa Clara Broncos. It's next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they all mean so much now. We're into the heart of West Coast Conference play. Santa Clara and Gonzaga about ready to get it going. Welcome inside the McCarthy Athletic Center. And for the first time since Christmas break began, the students are back. And oh, what a different atmosphere the Broncos are in for tonight. Nice to see everyone again. Gonzaga's 30-1 in this building in conference play since they opened it. But oh, by the way, their one loss against Santa Clara back in 2007. Greg Heister and Craig Elo. And Craig, it's nice to have the students back.
Have you ever heard it this loud before?
Wow.
This is awesome. It is good to have them back.
And I tell you what, Gonzaga may not be the fluid team on offense yet that we've become accustomed to over the years, but that defense, oh my word.
Yeah, how about the opener against Portland? They held the Palace to 50 points on 32% shooting when the team was averaging 47%. Then they had 9 steals, 5 by Stephen Gray, that led to offense for the Zags, and they locked down the number 4 scorer in the league at the time, Nick Ravio, on 3 of 12 for only 9 points.
I tell you, it's hard to hear yourself thinking here. John Bryant for Santa Clara. This guy, in my mind, the West Coast Conference Player of the Year right now. He is big and he's talented, but Elo, he's not quite so big anymore.
He's not. Take a look on the left. That's Big John. Don't miss a Mill Bryant. But on the right in 2008, it's Big John. Miss a Mill Bryant. Turn that fat into muscle, and it's working for him. He's 4th in the nation at 12.2 in rebounding. He has also got 10 double-doubles this year. And I tell you what, he's climbing the charts at Santa Clara. Watch the matchup between Heidfeld and Bryant tonight.
It'll be very interesting. And Bryant, he's lost nearly 80 pounds since he came to Santa Clara. He's really talented, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get you tonight's starting lineup and the tip-off when we come back. It's game number 3 for Gonzaga in West Coast Conference play. Santa Clara looking for the upset. We'll get it going when we come back. The Athletic Center in Spokane, Washington. It's Gonzaga and Santa Clara in West Coast Conference basketball action. Greg Heister and Craig Elo as we take a look at the big shoes for John Bryant. And now the starting lineups. Rayhan, a freshman, Perry Petty, Kevin Foster, another freshman, Frassolini, another freshman, and there's the senior center, John Bryant, leading the way for Santa Clara, the Broncos. Head coach Kerry Keating now in his 2nd season. They're 7-11 this year, 0-2 in league play, 22-27. But when you talk to him, you can tell he's got this program going places. I would imagine he's a tremendous recruiter and great with people. Gonzaga, they start with Jeremy Pargo, Bolden, Stephen Gray into the lineup since the Tennessee game, Austin Day, and Josh Heidfeld. Mark Few now in his 10th season. And of course the wins just keep racking up, 246 now. And he has Gonzaga 2-0 in league, or 1-0 in league play, trying to get to 2-0 now. As we take a look at the West Coast Conference standings before we tip it off. And there's John Bryant. St. Mary's, San Diego 2-0. Gonzaga trying to get there. Pepperdine a winner so far. And then you see the bottom at Portland, LMU, San Francisco, and Santa Clara at 0-2. But, Craig, 0-2 Santa Clara. We talked to Coach Keating today. He believes this team could have as many as 14 wins if things would have been different for him down the stretch of those games.
It really is, and it was a rough start to the conference for him. Against St. Mary's, Kevin Foster hits a three-pointer with 12 seconds to cap a 31-point performance, only to have Patty Mills hit a three with 2 seconds left to win. And then against USD, a freshman mistake. Santa Clara led 48-47 with 38 seconds left. Tremaine Johnson from San Diego is called for a hard foul against Petty, but at the same time, Petty was called for a technical foul. And in response to Johnson's hard foul, USD went on to win 55-50. So two rough losses, or tough losses, to two of the top teams in the West Coast Conference this year.
And simply what it means is that we could be in for a better game tonight than what records may indicate. As Bolden there with a turnover in the first possession of the game.
Look what I got.
Nice catch, Elo. Still got the hands.
Got the hands. You see me palm that thing?
Yeah. Too bad you can't jump anymore, huh?
That's the first thing that goes. You're exactly right. Legs.
This is Kevin Foster with it. Now he hands it off to Perry Petty, a junior out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Petty trying to take Pargo. Got it into the corner out on top now to Rayhan, number 1. And now Petty will set up the offense. Watched by Pargo very closely. They go to Bryant. This is the matchup of the game right here. The kick out. This is the deep shot block. And Heitfeld grabs it. And Gonzaga now on the run. Pargo to Bolden. Looking for a post up. No one there. Stephen Gray, near slip. And now Gonzaga, Craig, very deliberate here on offense.
And I think you have to be deliberate. Well, that's an advantage. Josh brought, John Bryant out, but we saw John Bryant come out and actually contest that shot. So I think Josh can set Big John up with a fake next time and drive right around him if John Bryant's going to come out and guard him at the 20-foot mark.
But to start this game, do you want to start the game with your 5 taking a 3?
No, I would much rather see him in that blue paint and drawing a foul on John Bryant.
This is Rayhan from the corner. This is a good three-point shooting team, and he's one of the reasons why, averaging 9 points a game. But the freshman out of San Diego's got a great stroke.
He does, and you could see the release, the rotation on the ball set right on the rim and went right through for him.
Austin Day stepped on the end line. Turnover number 2 for Gonzaga. And Santa Clara with the early 3-0 lead. The penetration and the kick. Classic play, Craig.
That's textbook. That's what you want. Penetrate, draw the defense. Bolden turned his head, lost sight of Rayhan, and Rayhan made him pay. A nice play by Foster, making the penetration and making the defense collapse.
Rayhan's a 38% shooter from behind the arc. So he's got that ability in his arsenal.
Yeah, and the team, like you said, is not a bad three-point shooting team, 34% on the year.
And now the personal foul picked up by Austin Day, our first of the game.
Austin Day, when his man sets the screen, basically he just wants to show and make the dribbler take dribbles towards midcourt and then get back. That time he got strung out and got in front, and then it was out of position.
Boy, they got that pass off the inbound right to Bryant. He missed the shot, saved it. Gray picked it off for Gonzaga. Over midcourt, Day on the run, and the finish. A chance for 3 for Austin Day.
Well, credit that basket to John Bryant, a great outlet to Stephen Gray. And off the Zags were running, and then it was a textbook 3-on-2. Stephen Gray stops at the free throw line, dishes to Austin Day coming on the right side, and he goes up strong with the right hand. And he used the backboard, which you obviously like.
And Austin Day ties the game at 3. Craig, how do you defend John Bryant? He's a 60% shooter. Once he gets the ball deep, he's not going to shoot it most often from more than 10 feet away. How do you deny him the ball? Well,
I think the Zags are going to definitely try to keep Josh Heitfeld behind him, but then bring somebody from the top and double him.
Petty missed everything on that shot. Gray in transition for 3. That's good. 6-3 Gonzaga.
Well, Stephen Gray not shooting like he has been known to in the past from 3.
Rossellini stripped by Pargo. Up to Downs. Rayhan is back. And free throws coming for Micah Downs.
There's been so much talk about Micah Downs, fragile in the head. He's got to start, but he's actually playing his best basketball. His numbers might not be up, but he's playing his best basketball coming off the bench for the Zags.
Yeah, he started the first many games of the season.
12, I believe, yeah.
As the starter. And so how does that change your mentality?